up, guys? How are you doing? I'm doing great. Like, when we are thinking about light being, light people, warrior of the light, kind, nice, genuine people, in most of the case, people will think that we are only light butterflies and unicorn and that we are this way because it's easy for us to see the good way of the life or that we had an easy life. In fact, it is the totally opposite because for someone to have this much light in them, they must have seen the equal amount of shadows in their lives because we can't see the light if there is only light. The shadows shows us the light. So when you think that someone is always smiling and that this person looks like everything is easy for them and they they have so much without having to go through the dark, that's not true. You can't see what a soul have been through if that soul has worked on that to become more powerful, more grateful, because they conquered that dark and they decided to not be a part of it and to be better than that and to grow it, to not do that shit to the others being around because they know how hurtful it can get and it can be for someone. So when you assume that someone have such a really nice soul, a really nice vibes, and that they always be nice to you, you are probably shooting yourself in the foot. Because if a person can be that lightful, they can also be that darkness. They just choose to not operate in that way. And when you will try them 1,000 times, they they won't answer to your rudeness. But that one time when you break the elastic, if you thought that person of light couldn't be dark, that's when you'll see that this person you thought was so gentle and so weak, that was not weakness, that was a way of being strong. But if they choose to cut the cords with you, and if they choose to tell you their harsh truth, and if they choose to act upon your disrespect or react to your disrespect, then you'll say, oh, see, that person doesn't have that much light. I have conquered that light. I have dimmed it. No, you haven't dimmed it. You have tested until you find it. And when you found it, you break. Because that person is no game to play with. When you're nice, when you're gentle, people will think you're weak. That's not weakness. You're strong for being kind. Even if you had to live all those things, all those obstacles, you have the strength to defend yourself when when they turn their back to you and walk away. You walk away too, because you know that you don't have to follow the shadow for you to grow and to light up the way, your way. the other's way. I think so. So don't misjudge people. It's not because they are kind one day that they will always be. Sometimes their way to not be gentle is just to cut the cords with you and to not speak to you anymore, because they know that you are not worth it, because they know you can dim their light and you won't dim their light. Peace, y'all.